MIT's black student enrollment drops significantly after Supreme Court affirmative action ruling. No way! But what about diversity as our strength? The university's white and Asian student populations have increased while all others have declined, some even down to 0, according to MIT. Damn, who would have guessed? It's almost as if the solution isn't in college. It's in elementary school, middle school, high school. You're supposed to fix early education. If the goal is to get more black people into like MIT, you got to go to their elementary, middle, and high schools in the black community and fix those so that they'll be ready to get into MIT. If you let them go through a shitty school system as kids, where they just get spat out not knowing shit because the schools are that bad, just giving them a free ride into college is like putting a Band-Aid on a stump of your newly cut off arm. This isn't the place to fix the problem, but you want to know why they do it? Because it doesn't cost anything. Because it's easy. It's a lot easier and cheaper to just set a racial diversity quota in college than it is to spend the money and the resources and making politically inconvenient decisions to actually fix the fucking problem. Yeah, I do have a grudge against the indoctrination system. Well, what gave it away? Enrollment for Black and Latino students dropped at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the first class formed after the Supreme Court found racism in admissions unconstitutional. The university's admissions department on Wednesday released its first-year class profile showing a sharp drop in its black student population. About 5% of MIT's incoming class of current year +4 is black, a significant drop from its 13% average in recent years. Latino students make up 11% compared to 15% average. Overall, 1,102 students make up the incoming class. Stu Schmill, MIT's Dean of Admissions, attributed the drop to the High Court's current year -1 decision to end racism in the admissions process. Yeah, we expected this would result in fewer students from historically underrepresented racial and ethnic groups enrolling at MIT. That's what happened. Now that you know it's a problem, are you actually willing to put the work in to fix it? You can't just put a Band-Aid on the problem here. You have to fix the elementary schools, the middle schools, the high schools. Maybe implementing a voucher system so kids in poor communities can go to better schools. But no, you can't do that because you'll piss off the teachers union. Like I said earlier, it's all about politics. Politics is the most important thing, even at the expense of ruining these kids' futures. Hey, as long as useless teachers get to keep drawing a paycheck from these failing schools, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter that the kids are being sacrificed. The white and Asian student populations have increased while all of the groups have declined, some even down to 0. In recent years, Black, Latino, Native American, Pacific Islander students have accounted for 25% of MIT's enrolling undergraduate classes. That number has declined to about 16% for the incoming class of current year +4. The profile marks the first time a selective university has released its freshman class statistics since the ruling. I wonder how the others are going to compare. The High Court's ruling struck down affirmative action programs at the University of North Carolina and Harvard with far-reaching consequences for other public universities. The court ruled that the school's affirmative action programs violated the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution and are therefore unlawful. And it's about damn time. Although the ruling bars schools from using race as a factor in admissions, prospective students can still share their racial or ethnic backgrounds through application materials like essays and personal statements and through their extracurricular activities. I hear that to get around this, a lot of them are going to more of instead of a racial-based quota, they're going with class-based quotas, and they just completely coincidentally are looking for people in neighborhoods where you're likely to be a specific race, allegedly. Officials of MIT's admissions department did not immediately respond to requests for comment from Nothing But Crap News. Last year, ahead of the ruling, Schmill predicted the drop in student body diversity in a blog post. The university was among several schools and institutions that submitted an amicus brief to the court in support of racism in admissions. You know what the irony is, though? A lot of the white and Asian students that were pushed out in favor of the quota students, they ended up going to like Asian countries. A lot of them end up staying there too. This is something that I guess the U.S. didn't expect. When it comes to brain drain, the U.S. is used to getting intelligent people from other countries in the world moving here. Yet through their own stupid policies, they are creating their own brain drain by driving away their smartest people. If the court rules in a way that constrains how universities may compose their communities, our commitment to the pursuit of diversity that advances MIT's indoctrination will not waver, but our ability to achieve it will change potentially dramatically. So he's literally saying we will still keep doing this however we can. So they haven't learned anything. In the wake of the decision, MIT said it expanded its recruitment and financial aid initiatives and prioritized low-income students from all backgrounds. See, that's what I said, isn't it? They've gone from prioritizing race to prioritizing income status. And then they specifically target lower income neighborhoods within certain cities, within certain states that are known to have more of a certain race. That's their loophole. Schmill said that in accordance with the new law, the university does not consider race in admissions, but looks at diversity through prospective fields of study and areas of research, extracurricular activities and accomplishments, as well as economic, geographic, and indoctrinational background. So is MIT going to just get more grievance studies degrees? Now, you want to make yourself irrelevant faster. This is how you do it.